Okay, so just first off, Billy, obviously you had a kind of wee bit of break there, obviously with the Challenge Cup and internationals and whatnot. Has that been beneficial at all going into this final run of 5 games?
I'm hoping that's the case. I thought the results were kind for us as well, and we have had 3 great results considering where we were in the run, the poor run we were on. I think the boys, since going into the Arbroath game, have been absolutely brilliant, really good. Their attitude, their determination. It's the hardest thing, when you're up against it, to go and turn it round, and every one of them have mucked in to get us the results we've deserved, and we've still got a bit to go, but we're hoping that we can keep it going, keep the run going. We've got an opportunity on Saturday, and we're looking forward to their game.
Now, obviously, 5 games remaining in the space of just until the end of this month. Does that help having the games coming up so thick and fast as a kind of?
It's probably good to get. It's probably good to get the rest to get into those games. Obviously, we should have been playing Queen of the South. We get there midweek. We've got hard fixtures coming up in a short space of time, but we've shown last season we can handle it, and we're hoping to do so again. If we're going to put in a real push and see where we end up, then I'm looking forward to it, and so is my players and the rest of my staff.
Just on Ayr, then, what do you make of them and their efforts this season?
Well, with Dunfermline's result last night, it's kind of brought them back into the mix where they'll be thinking, looking over their shoulder. So they will be a hard opponent. I watched their game against Hamilton. Hamilton leading right to the last seconds, but they show they've got an attitude where they're not going to give in. It was a brilliant strike from McEnroy to get the equaliser. So they'll be getting into this game hoping to take something to try and keep them away from that relegation zone.
Now, just kind of away from it, obviously Rhys McAleer's been making the kind of nationals this week, kind of gathering a bit of interest since his contract at Norwich. Just how much of an influence has he been on your team, and how beneficial has the loan spell been for not only yourselves but for him as well?
The boys let me know in training. I honestly didn't see it. The don't read the papers, so, and I know every manager throws it out. I don't, but the boys were giving him stick at the training ground, so kind of found out a wee bit about it. It doesn't surprise me because he's a good player, and he's been a revelation since he's come into the team, and that's why I said my phrase at the time where I couldn't believe he's not in and around the under-21 squad, and I stand by that. I can't believe it. I mean, this is a boy who's been playing first team football and really grasped the opportunity to take his chance, scored goals into that, consistent performance levels. And I've been blown away by him. He's a really good player, and hopefully he'll continue to do so until the end of the season for us, and maybe even beyond.
Has there been any talks beyond that?
No, nothing. I just we have to realise that Rhys is a Norwich player, and we have to respect that. So we'll deal with that when it comes to time.
You mentioned obviously how close he is to the national setup. Do you feel it is on the cusp for him getting into that under-21 squad?
From what I've witnessed and just watching my player, and we all stick it up for our own players to try and get them to where they think we should be. But I don't think Rhys. I don't think I had to really say that, but I felt the need to, because this is a boy who's been playing most of the season and scoring goals and really dominating games for such a young age. So I felt as if I had to speak up, because sometimes you don't get the recognition, and I think he should walk into that 21s team. There you go.
Well, that's all from me. Thanks for that, Bill.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Alright, Stevie.
Good, mate, good. Just a wee bit in the Fairland game. I know he's singling out players, but what was stuff he came in, someone that's had to bide his time waiting for a start and stuff, and he get brought in. How are you happy with Wallace's contribution against?
Do you know what? It's, again, yeah, I've spoken about Rhys and individuals. I think since before that Arbroath game and the build up to that Arbroath game, I have been delighted with my squad. I mean, the subs coming on, playing their part. You saw us and Samuels coming on last week and scoring. The subs have come on. The 3 games that we've won have been absolutely brilliant. They're really pushing, and then Wallace comes in and was brilliant against Dunfermline. So I've just been so happy with the contribution of my full squad, and whether you're starting or whether you can on a sub, and that's the way I've wanted it for the start of the season, and I'm really getting that. And we've got a strong squad now. The only one that's out this week is Scott Allardyce long term, and everybody else is back now, so that shows you how strong our squad is. And they've all played their part. They've been brilliant the last month.
No, I agree. I think it's Wolves' best game in my opinion that I've seen him play. But just in Austin Sanders, obviously, think of yourself, how happy for him to get that monk off his back and get his first goal for the club?
No, it was a great finish from him, because it's his first goal, and I think when you get that opportunity just coming on, especially, you can panic and desperate to score your first goal. But he showed such a composure to slot it home, and you can see what it meant to him, his celebration. So absolutely delighted with what they're giving me. Subs, the lot. And I said that to them after the Dunfermline game. I thought the Dunfermline game was our most complete performance, I wouldn't say of the season, because you look at Morton, we won 6-1, but I thought you could see the confidence coming flooding back, and just handling every dimension of the game. Whether it was the start and we kept at them, then we get one goal, then we hang on for a wee bit, and the defenders played their part, my goalkeeper played his part, and then suddenly my subs and my strikers did their bit by scoring the goals. So it was great, and complete performance. I thought we were really good. Remember that was against a Dunfermline team who had thumped Partick Thistle 4-1 during the week, so to handle them, and you see them winning 2-0 last night, that was a tough game, and I thought we handled it brilliantly.
In between steps, how have you rated his performances?
Great. I wanted a challenge on Mark, and I think Cammy's given that. I mean, he's only 26. He's got the stature to be a really good goalkeeper. And sometimes when you don't play and then you play and then come out the team again, your confidence goes. But I asked him at the start of the season, I said, look, this season I want you to really push, and he has done. And he's grabbed his chance so far. He's been brilliant for me. Against Wraith Rovers, a few people looked at him for the first goal. But I just think when you come back and make the saves he did in the Dunfermline game, it shows you can handle. I think really good goalkeepers handle it when they maybe weren't playing. Maybe for the first goal, it's a hard one. Going back to the Dunfermline game, when you lose that goal, your confidence could go again. He didn't, and that's what I like from goalkeepers, because goalkeepers are going to make mistakes. It's how you handle them, and I think that's a big thing. And Cammy has been sensational since he's come into the team. And I'm not just talking those two games. He had a really good save against Ayr United here when we were, we get beaten the game, but he kept us in it. Hamilton away, unbelievable save to get us a point. So over the piece for the games he's come in, I think he's been brilliant. He's been really good.
Hamilton was the one that stood out for me. I thought his performance there was excellent.
Yeah, and he took that to another level against Dunfermline, because we needed him big time. 2 great saves at vital moments. So you can see him growing in confidence, and it's good to see that healthy competition, because Mark's a top goalie as well. He's pushing him. I'm getting an edge off of Mark. I'm getting an edge off of Cammy, and it's good to see, because I want that. I said it to you all season. I want that competition right throughout, and I've been fair to them. And Mark and Cammy know that, and they're battling it out, which is great.
And is Roddy McGregor, is he closing in on our thumb, Billy?
He is, Jockey. Was that's what I was saying to you. Roddy's been back in training all week, and he's in the squad, so tremendous. It's only Scott Allardyce that's out now, and obviously we lost young Sam Pearson. We wish him all the best, because he was great here, but it's just unforeseen circumstances. We just have to go on with it. But he's a good player, going to have a good future in the game, and we'll keep in close contact.